So we are giving these many things free of cost, like the scanner, which is known as SecureClaw crawler, policy documents, cyber threat email notification, security posters. We are also giving our a platform is there in our website bdslcci.com. There is one subdomain where we are actually giving cybersecurity awareness training, followed by small test after each video learning, and employees should undergo those tests and they will receive a certificate from us. Also, we are as a deliverable, bdslcci.com gives you BDSLCCI certificate, a transcript, a mark sheet kind of stuff, and web analytical report showing coverage and the effectiveness of the controls implemented. I'm going to show you. So this is a sample BDSLCCI certificate of level achieved. There are three levels: level 1, level 2, level 3, depending on how many controls you have implemented. So companies receive such kind of certificate of level achieved, and they receive a transcript like this, where they are able to see how many controls we recommended and how many controls they have implemented. Apart from that, they receive a web analytical report. I'm going to show you in demonstration part. So where coverage and the effectiveness of the controls is shown. How BDSLCCI can help MSME? So I see many applications of or many uses, many benefits of BDSLCCI. First benefit is like it is with comply of data privacy acts which are changing. Even in India, there is DPDP, which is Data Privacy Act 2023. In United States, California Privacy Act. In Singapore, Singapore Privacy Act. So there are every country is having Privacy Act. In Europe, we have EU. We have GDPR. So which is very good privacy act. And these in cybersecurity, we should protect employees and uh, employees as well as the customers' personal and privacy details, right? So it is very important. So we are in align with that. We help our customers to configure data in a way where it should protect the privacy of the people. Secondly, for if suppose companies are applying for insurances, the cyber insurance is now today's need. Many companies, if they are outsourcing to MSME, they ask for cyber insurance. For that, there are certain controls you need to have. That is also covered in BDSLCCI. Once you get BDSLCCI, you are actually in align with the requirement of cyber insurance also, and you get more trust, more work in the market. If you are cyber secured, customer will not afraid of your systems, your people, because they knew if they give you access or they outsource work to you, it is going to be cyber secured. Also, you will get more confidence, like your intellectual property will not get tapped, you will not be under threat of financial, or you will not get harassed by cyber criminals, or you will not undergo any ransomware attacks. So these are the four key benefits I brought it here. Okay.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So if you are a new company who, or you are a startup, you are a small and medium enterprise, please go to bdslcci.com and you can register yourself. If you are here watching this video, you can go on sign up page and you can actually register your company. If you register your company with all details, including your official email ID, means your domain email ID, we will take it as a validation that you are part of that company. So we will not ask any documents to be uploaded later on. If you are putting Gmail ID or Reddit mail ID, then we are having some documentation process to start with this portal. After you register your information, you will be asked, you will receive an email where you will be getting a temporary password using which you can log in. You are able to see my screen, right? I'm on sign up page.
Yeah.
Yeah. And after that, you can actually go ahead with the uh, sign in the bdslcci.com. After that, you will see the domains choose domain selection drop down, where you can choose one or more domains. Suppose Grashdev IT Solutions is working in software development as well as cybersecurity audits. So I will choose two options: cybersecurity as well as software development. Then it will give me customized cybersecurity controls according to my domain selection. So now I'm just showing you logging into one of the account, test account. Okay, I will be adding my password. So I'm just unsharing the screen and I will share again.
Yeah.
One second.
Doctor, you said this is. Can you put the domain name, Doctor? BDSLCCI, right?
Correct. Yeah, BDSLCCI.com.
BDSLCCI.com. Is this right?
Correct. Correct.
Is this
So
right? I'm
yeah.
just scrolling it down here. Is this
Y- okay.
give me
Okay.
a
Yeah.
second.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah. That is the right. BDSLCCI.com. Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just shared the screen again. I just entered username and password of one of the test account. Once you log in, you are able to see my screen, right?
Yes, we are able to see your screen.
So if you go log in, you will see as first time user, you will see a gap analysis questionnaire. Okay. So we recently added it as a automated process here. But earlier we were doing it manually, but recently we added it here. So as we will understand what is your need, and after 2 3 days generally, we will actually get back with the proper report of gap analysis, which is now free of cost. Okay, so you can answer these questions and you will get a gap analysis by our team.
Okay.
Then once you log in, you will see this is a test account, so it might have some data, but you will see some controls which we are recommending you, number of controls and all those stuff. Along with, we added this button things here, which is similar to this menu option. We work with the companies, even with the companies having one employee and one computer. Like I was trying to deploy it at one company where they have printing press, where is only one employee is using one computer for Adobe and all. So we are
Okay.
reaching till that level where a small company, and we have deployed it to the companies which are 800 employees or 500 employees. So it is that scale is getting captured in this BDSLCCI. So few companies which are very low and they don't have any relation with the softwares word like us, we are using LinkedIn and all. So they don't understand the menu option. So we recently added this button structure here for their ease. And if you look, it shows radar graph how many controls they have implemented. So here, suppose you are having SecureClaw crawler on your machine and you are scanning your machine. Only when you scan machine, you are actually seeing what is going on in this machine. So you can see many checks, like how many spaces remaining, is antivirus active, what are different kind of audit logs. I'm not going in that because it's a confidentiality, it is my machine, that's a, but yeah, so that is possible to monitor. Apart from that, you can actually download SecureClaw crawler from here, and you can actually go and install it on all Windows laptop and desktops. It is not yet made for Linux and other systems, we are working on that. So in next phase probably we will complete that. Then you can download all the sample policy documents from here. Okay, these documents you can download as a zip file by clicking download all policies, or one by one also. So like there is a RASI matrix, responsible, accountable, supportive and inform, sorry, consulted and inform. So we have created a new matrix. In my research, I have created a new matrix which is ARCSIK. A for accountable, R for responsible, C for consulted, S for supportive, I for inform, and K for knowledgeable. Suppose there is a small company, 7 8 people. So how these people will have everyone who has everything as a role, or everything as a specific job profile? It is not possible in small companies. I also worked in small companies where, even though I'm a software programmer, I used to uh, install certificate, I used to configure in IIS, I used to deploy project. There is no separate roles. One person is actually handling 3 4 things. So that's why we created a knowledgeable, informed, supportive kind of roles in this. So it will help. So this Excel matrix is also helpful. Again, they what should be the bare minimum policies? 4 to 8 points, 10 points, maximum 10 points, which you need to take care. So we are giving very bare minimum cybersecurity uh, policies which companies can adopt. And there are many such options here. You can even add 5 team members of your company using add teammates button. And after gap analysis is done, this gap analysis report will appear here. These buttons will navigate you. So I'm just going to next button. So here you can see this company is in manufacturing and it has two mission critical asset: design drawing and computer numeric control. They can unselect or select, and they can do save changes. If suppose the company will not see their mission critical asset, they can actually request for new mission critical asset by add new mission critical asset. And our team will take 10 to 15 days to create entire control structure what needs to be done for particular mission critical asset to be cyber secure. So we will research and we will get back creating that mission critical asset for you. So that is our commitment. And many manufacturing company owners, I talked with them, they said, look, our employees are leaving our leaving job and they are going to competitors, and they are actually stealing the design drawings or patents of our company and implementing in another company. So that how we can protect it, how we can cyber protect our design documents. So we created few controls against for protecting that. CNC machines, like I already explained, the availability of the CNC machine. Once you select the mission critical asset for your company, it actually shows you what is importance for design drawing as a mission critical asset. So it shows the mission critical asset has confidentiality. As I told you, the confidentiality of the patented design is very important. And if we look at CNC machine, it will show availability is the more important, right? 49%. So how this calculation is done? It is done by AIML, where it compiles hundreds of records and it gives what should be the priority for your company. So we have created that database where we took input from many company owners and we created the database, which is actually getting studied. If we go ahead, it is showing the mission critical asset related controls, so keeping system up to date and like that, network firewall and all. So these things they need to implement. Once they implement certain control which we are telling, so they need to select yes or no. If they select yes, no, it is directly going to give result at the end. If they select not applicable, this particular part will be skipped. But afterwards, they need to give reasoning why it is not applicable. Suppose you are working from home, you don't have physical office. So physical security layer will be different for you. Your home will be physical security layer, not office. So in that case, few things changes. So after that, companies will go ahead. Suppose I'm just selecting here yes for say level 1. So as 1.3 1.4 are showing level 1 of BDSLCCI. There are such uh, there are around there are 3 levels. Now I selected till 1.5 as a yes. I'm just going next. So here it is showing depends in depth. I explained you the layers, right? So depends in depth, there are uh, less permissions to the user and many such controls. So you have to implement this, and these are also part of policy documents which you are downloading. And once you complete these things as yes, no, not applicable, few things you can't do not applicable. Those are mandatory. You can't say it is not applicable for my organization. It is not allowed. So, but few things are not applicable. So here it is showing like because the mission critical asset level has reached 2 levels and DID also reached 3 levels. So BDSLCCI level 2 is achieved by this company. And once they go ahead, they actually need to pay for the audit and for the certificate. So there will be little charges which we are charging them. So this is how the BDSL is there. Then after they submit, they go ahead with the audit phase. They will actually upload the evidence against each control which we saw. They will upload around 10 screenshots of the each control, which will get reviewed by auditor of BDSLCCI as well as lead auditor of the BDSLCCI. So both will give ratings. 10 out of 100, they will give marks to that each control based on the evidences, and according to the percentage calculation will be done for effectiveness of the on coverage of the control. So that is how the BDSLCCI has been designed, and then we generate certificate. And if there is any drawback, or sorry, the particular control is not properly implemented, we give feedback. Auditors give feedback back to the customer, so customer receives the feedback on this portal. So that is how wonderfully this product has been designed since last 3 year, 2.5 year, and 3 year, and it is already being used by hundreds of companies. and they are finding it very superb because it is very easy, handy, and we are giving many things free of cost here. So they can download posters, they can uh, see history of they see user manual, they see gap analysis. They can also get guidelines. We are working on guidelines, like what should be the guidelines for Wi-Fi router. So we are giving all those documents free of cost. So it will help them to be confident in the market, and to also the people who are working with them, the big organizations, will get confidence. Recently there was a news like Toyota Japan got hacked because their MSME company, which was working with them, got hacked, and attacker used their access for hacking the uh, big company. So that is how it is. Supply chain protection is very important nowadays. So that is what I wanted to share with you. I'm just sharing with you one more thing, as I'm just sharing my screen again. So let me know once it is visible. So um, once companies are actually
I
going.
don't see it shared.
Yeah, I'm just sharing one second. Huh. Is it visible?
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
bringing it.
So
Yes.
web analytical report is one of the outcome, and I just printed it as a PDF file. Okay. So there is a functionality you can export the web analytical report into PDF. So this is a PDF report, which is outcome of the web analytical report at the end of. So this shows a company's detail, like it is just a sample report, but you can see it. Every certificate, every report is having unique ID, so as no one can make another report. On our website there is an option like you can search for any certificate ID, and you will see which certificate is issued to which company. And we are showing it is a hidden text, like few characters we are hiding, so it is not going to be privacy concern for that, for that company. But here you can see uh, this report is very elaborative. It is the outcome of the AIML platform, and it is showing the assessment methodology use, different parameters, and you can directly share it with insurance companies or your big companies which are outsourcing to you, and it is very elaborative. You can see there is a radar picture which is showing how much coverage of the control and effectiveness of the control is according to auditor. Few controls you are watching as a zero parameters because those are not yet implemented. Like there is algorithm for robot is one of the mission critical asset for this company, but they haven't implemented, so that's why it is. Or physical perimeter probably is not applicable for particular company because they are working from home, they don't have any physical office, they only have virtual office, so in that case it will change. So it shows you good amount of data. Then you can go, and always there in cybersecurity there won't be any risk free audit. There will always be low risk. It is not like going to be zero risk. It is all because it is very dynamic, so that day it is a low risk. And then it depends in depth, it shows the coverage of the controls. So green color shows the coverage of the particular layer, and if you go ahead, it shows the effectiveness of the endpoint. It is showing effectiveness of data layer and other layers. So it gives you proper idea about what is happening in this particular organization and how much they are cyber secured. It shows the design document coverage, and again blue color shows the confidentiality. So confidentiality is covered properly for algorithm of robot. So like that. So it this report is very elaborative for any organization, and they get more confidence in the market. So this is going to be one of the outcome. I already shared with you two certificate and transcript samples. So this is something I wanted to share, and I